players in our winners finals, and this is a $2,500 prize pool that these players are playing for as well, so big cash on the line here today. And AVirk, this is the first time we're going to see Scorpion here today, but AVirk, he's got Trash Customs as his custom variation, and we've already seen that Reborn Telecancel. A little curious about what that third ability is. I have heard from AVirk, though, that he honestly just feels like Reborn is the best. His other abilities are just unfortunately not very strong, so you end up, the mobility action of to teleport cancel is already just too good of a tool to really control and dictate the neutral, and the air throw, not bad either, so we may get a chance to see the rest of the moves here, but this is likely going to be just solid play. And there we go, the scream from Koisy catches his opponent here. This is going to be big. Now, AVirk does have defensive meter. He does choose to hang on to it instead, though, so he'll just have to hold that 43% as Koisy pushes him closer and closer to death. Excuse me. Alright, nice jump. Ooh, the teleport, but Koisy actually got to block that. He just went for an empty jump and able to successfully block that approach there from AVirk. It seemed like AVirk was trying to catch him off guard with that too, right? Like, I go for the teleport, I'm going to catch him because he was in the airborne, but not today. Koisy, too strong. Cartwheel's coming through. There's that screen cancel, and again, Koisy not using that screen cancel to keep his turn, right? At this higher level of play, your opponent is going to react to that cancel. So Koisy knows his opponent's going to react to it, and he just throws it out there to test what they're going to do. AVirk's looking to challenge it, Koisy's going to write that down, and he'll likely be looking to exploit that later on with another cancel potentially here. AVirk, not a lot of life left, but still maintaining control. One throw away from the kill, and there it is. That is barely going to do enough, but enough it will do as AVirk stays alive in round number 2 to tie it up. Alright, crushing blow. Now, of course, that interactable does throw your opponent out of the corner. That being said, Scorpion's not necessarily a character that relies on the corner. He can get good damage in the corner, but I mean, for the most part, you can do his combos even in the mid-screen, and having access to more room to run around in, I think ends up being a little bit more beneficial for Scorpion players. So AVirk not worried about that interactable letting his opponent out of the corner. Here, applying some more corner pressure, though. So definitely willing to get the corner pressure going if he can start to establish it. Ooh, scream and a miss, not gonna happen. There's that cartwheel kick to open him up, though. And now AVirk answers back with that jab challenge, and there's no defensive meter from Koisy, so he's gonna have to hold this whole thing. Overhead connects, one more hit'll do it. There's no defensive meter to stop it either. He's gotta worry. I mean, a teleport will kill, but it's a high, it whips, and there it is. So AVirk claims game 1. I gotta be honest, though, he really needed to stabilize there in round 2. Koisy was looking real strong with those back-to-back throws from AVirk, kept him alive, and were able to give him the needed momentum for in round 3 to take the game. So first game goes to AVirk. Definitely not the end of it by any stretch, though, as we're gonna be moving now into game number 2, Koisy versus AVirk. This is winner's side, top 8. Winner makes it into winners finals, and of course top 8, that's where everybody's getting paid. So anybody in the top 8, they are in the money. Now it's just a matter of how much. And I have just been alerted that our top 8 has been finally determined on both sides. Too Easy taking it 3-2 over Ava, and that means that Too Easy will round out our top 8 on the loser side, which we will be jumping into top 8 loser side after this as well. So teleport is blocked. That'll be a punish here from Koisy. this patience back and forth here. Koisy just kind of sitting there, hunkering down. What's going to happen? Koisy does have the life lead, but I mean, we're talking about AVirk. Arguably, these life bars, I mean, the tide can turn so quickly, particularly with crushing blows in the mix as well. AVirk now very down on life here. 478 left. There we go. Teleport gets in. No defensive breakaway either from Koisy. Koisy, honestly, he doesn't want to spend the meter. He wants to let himself get away, and there we go. The poke under the teleport does it. Koisy takes round 1 in game 2. Alright, jabs whiffing. There's the poke underneath them as well. Koisy with the amplified scream. Uh-oh, here we go. Teleport is going to connect, forces Koisy off the breakaway, and this is going to be a punish now. AVirk has to come off his own meter. Backing away, screams out. Pokes her out as well. Man, these cartwheel kicks, it's so deadly. She can basically get in almost at any time. There it is, that cartwheel again. AVirk feeling safe that he can move forward. Not quite safe. Here we go, though. The right range for the spear crushing blow to activate. And there's no defensive meter, so a combo drop is what Koisy's going to need, and he gets one. AVirk dropping a combo. A bit of a rare sight here today. Pokes back and forth. Here's a throw to open it up. Backing away. There's that cartwheel kick again, and the cartwheel with the extra hit on the end is going to be enough for the kill as Koisy stabilizes for game 2. Well, if you look at the way that those rounds went, the first game, Koisy looked like he had it in the bag. AVirk kind of snatched it out of the jaws of defeat there. He was very close to going Koisy's way, and AVirk turned it around, but Koisy definitely making some adjustments in game 2 and preventing AVirk from having that opportunity to kind of turn the tide. So we'll see if that is going to be the continued pace of things as we move into game 3, or if AVirk has an adjustment that he's looking to make now in game 3. It's obviously going to be a big adjustment because it is time for Kang. Scorpion hits the bench, and the Shaolin now stepping into the arena once again. Now, what I want to do for sure is I want to compare this to the build that Han Rashid and Get Wrecked Yo were going with as well. And it does look like slightly different from AVirk. Instead of having the Dragon Fire for extra damage on basically everything when he activates that buff, AVirk is going for perhaps a little bit more of a call out in the form of that Dragon Parry. So that Dragon Parry, you don't see it as much, but man, if you can open somebody up with a crushing blow on that parry, insane damage, particularly because it only goes off if they spent defensive meter, so guaranteed follow-up damage as well. It's a hard read, a hard call-out, but we'll see if it ends up playing a role. Obviously not going to be the only aspect of AVirk's build here, though. Kang has a solid build anyway, even without needing that parry. That's just a little extra flavor, I think. Alright, here's the launcher. Koisy, good damage off of this as well. That hair grab at the end, going to even it out at about 300 damage. Low fireballs away. And escape failed from AVirk. Now, one more throw will kill regardless of that crushing blow, but I'm assuming Koisy's going to hang on to that crushing blow for later. Nice flawless block, but AVirk mistimes it on the second one, and that lets Koisy take round 1 of game 3. Nice throw here from AVirk. Starting things off with the pressure in the Shaolin's favor here. Oh, there's the sweep. And Koisy definitely really good at using that overhead with the sneaky low as well. We saw it happen to Get Wrecked. I'm sure it may end up happening to AVirk here as he tries to sneak that into the low scream. Alright. Cartwheels away. Ooh, and there we go. The crushing blow that Koisy queued up earlier, definitely making its appearance now. And that'll do it. Koisy now taking the lead here in game number 3. Definitely establishing himself a solid spot. So game number 4. And AVirk going back over to Scorpion, so not feeling confident in the way that Liu Kang worked out. So it'll be back over to the Shirai Ryu. I mean, Scorpion is his main, that's his primary character, so not surprised that if Liu Kang wasn't cutting it, we do see the shift back over to it. But it does also create an instance where, like, is he going to actually regret the Liu Kang pick, right? Maybe Scorpion the whole way would have been the way to go. Here, nice sweep from Koisy. It feels like Koisy's doing that on reaction too. Koisy he knows the teleport's a high, so he knows he can very quickly low profile it, and he's been able to honestly consistently blow up teleports. And Koisy's one of the originals, it feels like, that kind of established that as an option. You know, he doesn't fear Scorpion at full screen. You just sit there and crouch because the teleport's a high. He can't actually guarantee it, and he's been one of the players that's kind of forced, early on at least, some impatience from Scorpion players to then capitalize on. Koisy now in fatal blow territory, swings with that overhead again. AVirk not going to get clipped. AVirk needs to be careful, though. You see that jump back, and I think in that jump back, he's in some ways waiting to see if is Koisy going to do anything. If Koisy moves, that's a teleport to get in for the punish. Just like that, he goes for the fatal blow, not going to find the connection, and AVirk immediately teleporting in response. And now he's got a decent life lead, but it's starting to slip away. And he can't just teleport in. He could amplify teleport, but Koisy has been consistently actually interrupting the amplify. So he's not even going to be able to use that for the chip out. It's so deadly. 10 seconds left, though. AVirk's got the life lead. Can he hang on to it? He's jumping to just... Okay, there's the neutral. Oh, but the immediate punish! Koisy's reactions are so good! Who's got the life lead? AVirk, barely. By a hair, AVirk is going to stay alive. But Koisy was looking to bite back there in those final moments. Very close game. So round 2 underway. AVirk is going to walk away with a victory on that one. Escape failed here as well, so Koisy has a crushing blow queued up. Let's see if he can get some momentum in game 3, or round 2. Teleports in, no challenge that time around. It's honestly crazy how consistent Koisy is at challenging teleports, though. He's so good at it. Nice throw to open things up here. Life bar's about even here. AVirk slightly behind, but any sort of explosive damage from him could definitely even that up. Speaking of, though, Koisy's got the explosive damage. We're going to see a clean and easy 36% even, and he just keeps on adding to it. AVirk now 123 health remains. A throw will do the job. Granted, he did take that first round, so doesn't necessarily need to overly concern himself with this, as he still has a chance. But now Koisy is on set point, 1 round away from sending AVirk to the loser's bracket here. This is AVirk's last stand. He needs to turn this one around if he wants to get into this winner's finals. Right. Cartwheels coming through. And the scream, or that throw, crushing blow coming out from Koisy, starting to activate these resources he's sort of queued up. This final round, everything's coming out. Little burst, not going to find its mark. AVirk doesn't have the life lead, though, so he does need to be on the offensive here. He needs to get a little more aggressive. He's got 45 seconds left, halfway through the round, halfway through the health bar. There it is! Nice response to that scream attempt. AVirk able to take the life lead here with this. Breakaway is going to come out. All right, jumping back, and now he's got the life lead. No need to be overly aggressive. Koisy with the desperation fatal blow. Enough pushback to keep it safe. Teleport cancel. AVirk in there. One more hit'll do it, and there it is. That mid flick kick going to come through, and AVirk going to bring us to what I believe is our first game 5 of the night. So this is all come down to the wire. Only one of these players is going to be moving on here on the winner's side. Will it be AVirk? Will it be Koisy? We're about to find out. And after this match, we're also going to be hopping into losers bracket action here, as we do need to sort of clear out some of these names that we have remaining. So whoever wins here, honestly, also wins themselves a little bit of a break, a little bit of relaxation time. Of course, that downtime can be a little detrimental to some players as well. I know some of those players out there, they don't like to wait. They want to get in, they want to be playing, they want to be pushing buttons constantly. It's what they do. So here we go, Game 5 underway. Koisy versus AVirk, two of the absolute best of the best in the scene, but only one of them is going to be victorious and have that opportunity to fight Titanium Tigers in winners finals after this. AVirk finds the throw to open things up, baits out the get up as well, no punish though. Alright, teleport cancel. That's going to cost him some defensive resources though, so Koisy, brief window of opportunity for some damage if he can find the hit. And the window is closed. Very brief. There's that teleport cancel again from AVirk. This time goes into a real teleport. And now the pressure. Koisy answers back with that low burst. Gonna get some solid damage here. And because AVirk used that teleport cancel, didn't actually have that defensive meter. So that window, that is a very brief window, Koisy actually found his way through it that time around. AVirk back on full defensive meter. Immediately spending it again though. And here's that window. If Koisy can find an opening, he could find the kill. AVirk doesn't have breakaway yet. Oh my god, the window, the opening. I mean, the breakaway came back as soon as the window was closed. Like, that was when he needed it back a second earlier and he could have survived that somehow. But Koisy having none of it, really strong stuff to able to just precisely find that little window and get that big damage out of it. Because there was not a lot of time left to be capitalizing on that damage, and here we go. So now AVirk does have defensive meter, so he will be able to break away out of this. And of course, because of that, Koisy doesn't even give him the chance. Gonna all be kept on the ground here, and those overheads to close it out. There's another one. There's the overhead into the scream, though, and it forces a breakaway from AVirk. I don't think that was on purpose, as that defensive meter gonna be crucial. Koisy throws him out of the corner, looking to maybe fish for an escape fail. Not gonna need it, though, as Koisy shuts it down with the Oki following, and that will be Koisy taking it 3-2 over AVirk. So Koisy is going to move on, and we are going to be moving into our losers bracket here. And we are going to be moving into Too Easy versus PopCap, though. So that will be how we start things off here. Too Easy versus PopCap. Give me just a moment. We'll pull that up for you guys.